Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I am on my third video with the collaboration that I'm doing with Carrie Griffiths, aka Carrie the Crafter. I have received my papers from him, which I will open and show you, and then I will also remind you of the papers that I saved for myself. Okay, I'm opening with you for the first time. I was trying to save that stamp. I didn't do very good. That I was able to save. We'll reassemble that stamp. All right, so I'll remind you of our color combo, which was burgundy, green gold, Naples yellow, and turquoise. Oh, and he sent me a mixed media. Have fun, all my love, Carrie. That up there. Probably will put it. Probably will end up in the but actually I'm gonna say, well, you didn't see that, did you? Well, I'll try to edit it out just in case. I'll probably save the envelope. Oh, he was smart. He put little pieces in between. Okay, so he used this these atlas pages and then cut them down to the size that we wanted them to be, because they don't really have 8.5 by 11 papers there. So he figured out how to do it. These are gorgeous. I think you did more on yours than I did on mine, but I know that he's going to add stuff to it. I don't know if I want to add stuff to this. So, like, we're using these papers for a project, and then, man, his are very different than mine. Even his colors look different. Isn't that funny? Like, his Naples yellow, well, actually, some of that is gold. I guess, not Naples yellow. Ooh, I love that. These are awesome. And I have these, I think I have the plus stamps too. I think I have all the stamps he used. So I'll be able to add those to my papers to, you know, make them a little bit more cohesive. I have a smaller version of that, the rug thing, that, you know. And this, I love how he, all right, wonder how, oh wait, that might be, there's a stamp, a grunge stamp at PM Auto Studio, which might be that. I wasn't sure if it was that or if, but I think that's what that is. I don't know if it's a Sophia or Rhonda. Most likely one of those. But I also have that stamp, so I can add that to my papers. So you're able, okay, make sure that I'm showing these all really well. These are gorgeous and very different than mine. So hopefully they will complement each other nicely. I'm gonna save all these. These are like palette papers. So they've got like a shiny side on one side, and so, you know, I can reuse these as palette papers. So that'd be nice. And then the ones that I saved, that are the ones that I made that were kind of partners, are these. So he's got ones that are similar but different. Mine are very grungy, and I left them quite plain so that we can add stuff to it after we get them. And, you know, I did some experimentation. If you saw the first two videos, you know, I made a lot of papers. So it was, you know, trying to find matches or pairs. That was the hard part. His are much more cohesive than mine, but you know, that's just who we are. So I kind of want to find like ones that like look really good together between his and mine. Does that make sense? Just so that they're kind of next to each other. There's one for this one. When I start gluing, I'm going to be gluing them onto a base, basically. Let's see. Actually, so I want them to kind of, ooh, I like that with that one too. So we'll just go, all right, so this one to this one to this one to this one to, ooh, that one actually might work. To that one to this one, maybe, or mine ended up, oh, that one maybe. That one to maybe that one. And maybe the turquoise, and then we have more turquoise in here, and lighten it up on the turquoise, or ooh, that one to let's I want to separate some of those a little bit, so I'm going to go back here and potentially, oh, actually No, not there. But maybe here? Not quite. Maybe here. Maybe those two together. And then one of mine. Maybe like that one. And then maybe that one. And then, ooh, that is bold. And then that one maybe. Maybe that one. That one. That one. And that one. I'm going to add stuff after I have it in the book. So my idea is, I had seen Natasha at Treasure Books make a staggered journal, but I didn't want it just to be staggered on the top. I just want to do kind of like a journal that's kind of staggered. First piece here, our top piece, and I really like those to go that way. And his is pretty thick. I could even just go ahead and use a piece of this and not have to collage it on there. That might be even easier. There we go. I'm tearing it. I'm tearing it. I'm tearing it. Alright, so there's our first piece, and this one is thinner, so it does need to be possibly backed onto something. So I had that piece, and then I had this piece, right? So I was thinking about that going up like that. So I'm thinking of gluing this all the way across to there, which would attach this piece to this piece while still keeping this loose. Well, we'll try it. We won't know until we try it, right? Okay. I'm going to start at this end and just glue this onto here. That's what we're going to try. Find a glue. Wait, which glue? Oh, neither one feels like they have glue in it. That's the problem. That definitely is empty. This one still has. All right, throw away the empty one, lady. That makes the most sense. All right. I mean, I don't know if anybody can redo what, can replicate what I'm doing. I won't know till I'm done. And then, I might try it a different way. There's probably an easy, I always do it the hardest way first. And then someone's like, oh, there's an easier way to do it. That's all right. I did it my way. All right, I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to put it this way. I think it was going to be a little bit easier to see, yep, this way, what I'm doing here. Alright, so I will fold that once it's dry, because otherwise you get wrinkles for that one. But then here I'm going to fold it, hopefully. I want it to be straight. I'll trim stuff if I have to, Kind of ended up crooked on this side. What's up with that? Just trim that off. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then this piece, I might even fold that over like that. So like, oh yeah, let's do that. I'm going to fold this so that shows on the edge there. Like that, I think. Nope, I liked it further down for some reason. Showing less of it. Well, there's a big white spot there. That's probably why. Alright. Could make that a pocket even. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. A little crooked. That's okay. We don't care. We're embracing imperfection. Remember that, lady? Remember this imperfection we're embracing? That's what we're doing. Okay. And then grab my glue and make this a pocket, because why not? We're going to need some pockets. I mean, we can add pockets, but we can also. So I want to put glue on the bottom because I need this to hold on to the page nicely. And glue up here. Might have to put a little strip at the bottom, but that's okay. So now we have this flip here, and it's a pocket. Well, it will be if it stays glued. Hey, I'll sew it if I have to. Or I could just put glue further in so it stays. And this still flips out as well. So I can put another piece over here. So I think I will just put this part way at least. I'm not going to do it all the way, because I want to have some pieces that are coordinating, that will go, that can be, I want to save some scraps for ephemera. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying. I'm going to put it over here. I lied about where I was putting it. Putting it on this side. And then this will go over here, and I'm going to use my whatchamacallit ruler, a deckled edge ruler, that would be what it's called, so that that can go like that. It kind of goes with the gold there. It's got a little bit of turquoise in there. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but you don't hate it. All right, and I'm just going to glue that on there. It's going to cover up this fold right here too. Strengthen it, all the things. Am I getting it on there straight? Not even close. Not even a little bit straight. What is up with that? I mean, I get the embrace imperfection, but there's a point where it's like, what? What'd you do? Why'd you do that? We don't need to be at that point. Okay. So, this folds this way. I don't want it to be too wrinkly when I fold it, so I'm trying to wait to fold things, but that's not easy. And then this one, wait, this is the pocket, right? So that goes in here. Where's my bone folder? I definitely need a bone folder for this. Oh, crumbs. I almost knocked that over. I got one right here. I just realized. I really should let it dry before I fold it. That's the problem, see? Because otherwise you get these wrinkles. And then I'm going to fold this piece in like this. So we've got that piece there, and we had a fold here. Does anybody remember where that? I think it's right about here. Somewhere around here. Maybe next time I should mark my folds, especially as I get thicker and thicker with the paper. There we go. Okay, that folds there. That folds in like that. This one folds back. Told you, it's going to be complicated and overly complicated because that is how my brain was working for this particular thing that I wanted to try. Okay. Now, do we want this to come over like this, maybe? Or do we want to just tear that? I might just tear it. Oops. Well, we'll try. Except for our ruler is... We don't like that ruler. Not for tearing. It's not a good tearing ruler. I like the old one better. So stop trying to use this one. The Westcott one is a little bit better, but it's not here right now. Because the Westcott one has, you know, this beveled edge like I want. Alright. Okay, so the next piece will be coming around the mountain. When she comes. I want a dark something. This is a thicker piece, so that's good. That'll be helpful. I think I'm going to try to get it straight, but not worry about if it's perfect. Whoops. Well, definitely not perfect. If we were going for not perfect, we have accomplished the not perfect. I think I want to go over. No, I want to. I like a deckled edge. What can I tell you? Wherever possible, I'm doing a deckled edge. Whoops. Well, anyway. All right, I'm going to come over like that for that. And this will come into here, I think. And I think I will make this, well, I'm just going to bring it to here. So that will flip out, and I will attach it with some of this, I think some of this one. Well, we're changing our mind already. So this needs to be the same height, but it only needs to come to here. Make it a little bit bigger than I think I need it, maybe. Oh shoot, I needed it bigger, didn't I? Just a little bit bigger. So what will I do? I'll just switch it. I'll switch that. Oh, no, I still want it a little bit. There we go. Adjust. Which side is the straight side? Hold it here. Maybe we'll go up with that piece. And then this piece, well, you know, we could do it like this. And do that. So I'm just going to glue the back of this piece because that's the piece that's getting glued. I don't know why I have to make this so complicated. Why I have to go and make life so complicated. Do. I don't know. I just do. I mean, this would be a no-sew binding of sorts by the time I'm done. Is the hope here. Just gluing all the pieces in. Okay, and what if I bring in a little bit more of this up here? I like that, and I might even get a little bit more organic with it. Like that, maybe. I don't know if I like that. What else do we have? We have this piece, which kind of has some of the green over here, which might be nice. Now that I realize I do not like the angle. Did not like it angled. Don't know why. But I also don't want it to line up perfectly either, so I'm going to tear it here, I think. That way it still will hold on to the page. And I will just take a tiny sliver off of there and glue it. Glue it, just glue it. Don't worry, we'll use that other piece somewhere. There goes the AC. AC is back on. And of course this wasn't straight on this side, so that's showing, but that's okay. We'll just ink it. Alright, so now we have this side. And still want that to fold. So I'm going to try to get it folded all the way up to that edge there. And not overlapping it all, because that will make it more difficult. I don't want that. And maybe do another little piece of this. Just needs to overlap that a little bit. I don't know, it's probably going to be really bulky. This may be a bad idea. Are there any bad ideas? Well, there might be some bad ideas. This might be one of them. Where is the, oh, here we go. All the pretty girls walk like this. Don't know why that's in my head. I don't want that one. I want this one. I want this one. I want this one. Only need to glue it to about there. I'm gonna have to go find some glue. Sorry, I mean, I don't want this one to end up being 2 videos, but not like the other ones. There will be a fresh video with a flip through in case anybody doesn't need to watch all this. They just kind of want to see the end product. See, I like how these, when they're open like that, look like that. But then again, when they're closed like this, kind of look cool too. How is it looking? It's just pretty awesome, but also crazy. Does anybody remember which side is which? Nope, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Alright, this is a pocket. This comes in like this. This comes in like this. This goes back here like this. This comes over like this. Okay. What's next? Well, I may have to just scratch the original thing I did, because this one will come in on this side, I think. Because I didn't end up using those pieces. Didn't really need them. I'm just kind of randomly making this work. Gonna come in the middle here. Don't know if that even gave you an idea of what I was doing before, but alright. So now this, I'm going to find a piece to use. Like, we have kind of a lighter piece. I'm thinking a darker piece. Oh, this, do we want, this is like a darker, different kind of size of that. Do we want to put that here? Maybe. Alright, so I'm going to come on this side here and take off this edge. Yeah, I sent him the one that was like my absolute favorite, because that's how much I love him. Because we's friends. Alright, so I want this to come over to there. And then it does not need to be any taller. And then this. However, I'm going to just glue this piece and then take off the part I don't need after I get that on there. Because then I don't have to worry about, I know, don't worry. I'm just doing that, and then this. I only glued it as far as the fold. So if you were worried, you need not worry. Because this will now get glued down here. Yeah, I think there. Is that fairly straight? Yeah. Does it need to be straight? No. But it is, so we're good. We're happy with that. And I'm just going to kind of get in there. Burnish all that down as flat as possible. Is this going to be a flat book? No. It'll be interesting though. I'll tell you that right now. There we go. Doesn't that look good together? That looks good together. This is why I wanted to do something like this, because I just wanted a lot of different layers to show. And maybe I might bring that in another layer. Let's see. Now we're on to this. No, not that. Not that. All right, we have dark, so light is nice. Yes, it is. I'm going to just tear off a piece of this because I don't want it that tall. And at some point, I will cover this as well. Whoops, got glue on there. I don't want that. This will get covered at some point. I'm not worried about it right this second. Other than I don't want it to get all gluey and messed up. But that'll be, let's see, maybe I should do it now. Nope, that's too similar. This piece maybe? I think that would be good. Should we go this way this time? Maybe. We have it the other way on the other one. Up and down. So maybe we'll go side. No, probably won't. I like it up and down. It just looks, my eyes like it up and down. I don't know why. I don't know why. I could do that to help me find where I want to tear it. Alright, I'll glue that on there and then I will. See, the important thing is here, I think, is making sure there's not too much. See how you see? You can see this paper in there. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. It might not be a good thing. But it is what it is. Like I said, this is just trial and error here of what I'm trying to do here. And keeping track of my ruler so I can burnish it down. Burnish it down. Burnish it down. Get my edges. There we go. So if you are new to this channel because you've been watching Carrie, let me know in the comments. I welcome you. This goes this way. Does it go this way? No, it goes this way. Oh my goodness. I can't even keep track of my own freaking book. I think it's going to be whatever way it wants to go in the end. And then I think I might just... Let's see. Just need just enough that I can grab it because it's just easier this way for this. I know normally I put it on the biggest side of the paper, but the biggest side of the paper is over there. So, and then I'm going to fold this over and then double check that it's not going to have to be ripped off because it's too big. Nope, it's fine. We have it a little bit straight. Let's see, do I want to bring it in a little bit more just so that more of this page shows? Probably. Could end up being like a little tuck spot. Might still be a tuck spot though. I'll just glue the top and the bottom here. If the glue will come out for me. Okay. There we go. Okay. So here we are so far. We have this, this, this. Not a lot happening. We might need more flippies in the middle. And then when we flip it over, we have this, 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 this. So it flips on both sides. That's the interesting thing so far about this. And we could totally have a piece in here. I'm just going to randomly, if I do it like this, I can see, kind of see that line to that. I don't know where the lines are. Alright. Really like how that looks there. Let's see. I mean, I could even just put a pocket in there too. kind of cool the way it shows on there. And then do like I did before and find something to go here, which I think one of his pieces will go there nicely. Going sideways with one, and alright, I think about here might do it. We're just guessing, like I said. Oh, is this the way I had it? I don't know. How did I have it? Probably. Although I could have it this way and it could go off the page, as long as it still comes in like this, that's fine. I don't know how I feel about that on that side. I don't know why. Why is one side different than the other? I don't know why. I could not tell you why. Why? Tell me that it's... Did I make this too short? Of course I did. Just slightly too short though. So I will just bring it over. Alright, I'm going to glue it on this first and make sure I have a little overhang. People are going to stomp upstairs because that's fun to listen to. So I'm just going to put this like that, I think, and then maybe fold this piece over because why not? Because that is cute that they show on both sides, you know, that shows on both sides. And then if I use my scoreboard, probably be even better. Oh, first things first. Do 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 Of course, I could have even come in from the outside and done a flip coming in. Yeah, that would have worked too. But oh well. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. In a minute. Let's see. Here. Okay, good. And here, just need to come over that way just a little bit. This time I'm going to glue the back of this because then it will totally glue down where I need it to glue down, hopefully. The hope is real. Hope springs eternal. Okay, I do love how the papers all look together. That's kind of cool. So now we have like a little page in here. Now, if I'd been thinking, I would have made these pockets up there. That would have been kind of cool, but that's okay. This goes in here like this. This goes in like this. That goes like that. That goes like that. And I'm thinking maybe this, like this, but maybe a little more straight. But this time, I might do it like this. So then I don't have to glue around the back like I've been doing. Just need to put glue on this. I mean, you know, just cover that side, and then we're not being quite as bulky as we've been being. So I only need to glue to here. Although I hate to lose that piece, but it is what it is. And then on this side, find some pieces. All right, I'm gonna put this over here, I think. Is that called? No, it's not. I know, just all this precisionness is just killing you, I'm sure. It's just killing you. And what will I do if there's a lot of white showing? I'll just ink it. That's not a big deal. I don't mind. Oh, see that? I still don't mind that. Because I wanted a collage on here. I don't need it to be big pieces. It can be smaller pieces. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You know what? Yeah, I'll still do this. And there's a piece that would look good here. Whoops. Nope. I might do that across there. We'll see. All right. Oh, I'm going to, am I? No, I'm not, because I'll just add pockets if I want pockets. That's fine. Or when I cover that, maybe that top bit, maybe it'll end up being a little. Why am I switching? Because if I'm going to use that burgundy piece at the top, then I want these burgundy bits at the bottom. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Just gonna add a little piece of this. Little piece of this, little piece of that, little piece of this, a little piece of that. This is the thing about, you know, picking several colors and just working with those colors. No matter what you do, it's gonna turn out looking really cool in the end. I mean, as you can see, this is not a straight piece. You know what? We don't care. We're not worried about it. And in fact, we might even just bring that around there. We'll see. We might like it. We might not like it. We'll see. All right. So that really needs to dry, doesn't it? So this piece just comes over like this. I don't know if that works or not because it wants to pull off. So I may have to use stronger glue there, but I'm going to wait until I know for sure that's how I want to keep it. All right, and then earlier, what was I talking about when I said do it from the inside? Oh, no, I need bigger pieces for that. All right, so let's go back to the inside. And let's go ahead and take one of these and just kind of bring it over from the outside. That's what I'm thinking. All right, let's just go ahead and fold this. What if you fold it this way so we don't have to lose that piece on the end? Don't know why that would make a difference. It really wouldn't, but you know. It would if we did this. And then that could become a pocket. Yep. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to tear this off here. Maybe try to straighten this out, but maybe not. Are we going to worry about it too much? No, not. Alright, so this is going to get glued down. I might have to take a break from this and come back to it. I'm not going to make you watch it in well, how are we on? We're almost at an hour already. Alright, so gluing this down on the very edge. Trying to get it on the very edge of that other page there. There we go. And use the bone folder to get it nice and flat. And then this piece, just going to glue the bottom. Don't know why I'm going all the way, but I am. Because more glue, more better. I don't know. glue the side. Oh, I kind of wish I made it a side pocket, but that's okay. We'll just make a tall tag for that. If I wanted to do a little notch at the top, that would have been better to do before. Do I want to do a notch for it? What do I mean by a notch? I mean, if the glue's not dry, maybe I can do it. Yeah, I can. A notch like that. So now we know it's a pocket. Okay. And then if we glue that in there, then, but maybe we'll save that for another one so we can do a different little half circle, mini circle, whatever in there. All right. So now we have a tall pocket here. And we just have little flips here, which we might add pockets to, or we might just decorate them and have them be just fun, weird little bits. Oh, we made this pocket too. Well, you know what we do when that happens? I made that talk. You were yelling at me, weren't you? That the pocket needs to not be longer than the page. Well, what do we do when that happens? Well, then we just come over like this and have it fold there instead. That's all. Does it mess up that? Not too much. I make it work. Even if it's a weird way to make it work, I make it work. All right. I made it work. I told you I would make it work. So flipping, and we have this pocket here. Flip, flip, flip. Let's see. That flips there. Which means I kind of want to put something down here just so that it stops trying to fold there where the original fold was. If that makes sense. What do we have here? We have a piece of this. Weird paper. It's not weird. It's my palette. It's the one I did with palettes. Palette knives. Not Palette Town. Palette knives. If you know what Palette Town is, you probably either are young enough to have watched or played Pokemon, or have kids that did or do. Okay. Just going to get a strip of this. A little strip of this. A little strip of that. And since I don't want it to be too strong, just do that anyway. Just do the Gail method of fold it and tear it. Gail would be Gail Augustinelli. Carrie and I both love her. Alright, so I want this to be on the side of this fold so that I can see it easily and stick it in there. So it'll help unbend that piece a little bit is why I'm putting this piece in. Also makes that transition a little bit nicer. There we go. That's kind of cool. I kind of like this as like a strip. It's not so heavily done. If you watch my video from last year, you'll see how I did this with envelopes and how that was much easier to use envelopes. Do I want to add anything to this side? On this side anywhere? I might. So this side doesn't have as much of Carrie's stuff. My stuff is all showing on the back side for some reason. So I could just come in. Ooh, should we do another like pocket kind of a deal? Make it at least smaller than the page, that's all. Alright, that's just to find the line where I want to fold it. Do I want it that tall though? I don't think that I do. How tall do I want it? Not that tall, that's all I know. That's all I know. Alright. Maybe this tall. How do I want this? See, over here needs something. Okay, remember, lady, that it needs to not go out further than that. Man, this lady is having a hard time figuring this stuff out. What was I thinking about for this originally? I don't know. This, wait, what? Oh man, don't make one of these. It's too complicated. Why do you have to go and make things so complicated? That goes there. And then I was thinking about wrapping this around to here. But this way, so that's about where I want to tear that, I think. For this to go here, probably need that to be just a little bit bigger. So we'll make this just a little bit smaller. Could have just folded it in, but I didn't. It's alright, we got a little strip if we need it somewhere. So this will help cover up this line here too, at least part of it, until I bring in another piece, if I'm doing this down here. I was going to bring it over a little bit more, that's why I tore that piece off. Or I could do it up here. I think I like it up there on that side better. How do I feel about it over here? It's fine here too. Let me come down a little bit. Not center it on this, but have it down a little bit. I think, yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and use some art glitter glue on here because it's going to need to hold. Also, I want to make sure that that pocket thing is going to totally glue coming out would be nice. Okay. Gonna press that on the side there and everything. We might bring another piece over, that's fine. And then, well, that's okay. I can cover that with something if I want to, but or I can just fold this a little bit more. That would probably be even easier. And I'm going to glue the top and bottom. You'll see why in a minute, because I want it to be a pocket on the outside. So even though I'm using the same paper and folding it over, I am going to trim off this side over here where the fold is all weird anyway. Like that. So that is the pocket over here. Here's the pocket. See, we got that color and that color. We like that. We like that. Also down here, we could even bring in that little strip right there. That would work to cover up where the papers overlap. You can use your papers like they're washi tape. Why not? Oh, we're running out of glue. All right. Well, I did not want this to take more than one video, but I don't think speeding it up is going to help anybody. I may speed up the part or take out the part. So if you're wondering how I started this and it's missing, it's because I took it out. We'll see. Got some editing to do. These end up being really long videos. So I don't think the intention was for us to have this many videos. Just saying. So, okay, so right now I've got this. That's the back side. And then we flip it and we have this, well, that can go whichever way. And then that pocket to fill. And then this pocket here, which we can fill, which flips out this way. It needs to get glued on better. And, you know, if I sleep on it, I might even make it easier and better for the rest of it. I don't know. Right now, though, it's looking really cool. And I'm loving how it's looking. Even if it is super complicated, I am absolutely loving how it's looking and how coordinated it is with all our colors. And it's going to get thicker when I add stuff to it too. So I don't know, maybe it's time to, maybe I'll be able to make 2 projects with this. I don't know. I'll make ephemera. How many pieces? I still have like several pieces. So, and I'm going to want to add pockets and stuff. So anyway, there's the base so far. I may add more stuff, but the next video I think will probably be making ephemera and some kind of closure for it, and just adding bits and bobs and whatnot. So there is that for today. I hope you guys have a delightful day. I wish I had taken pictures of these before I started cutting them up, but that's okay. Yeah, I didn't. I wish I did now, but that's okay. Because he told me I could, but then I didn't. And I forgot. I forgot to scan them. I'm so sad. All right. I hope you guys have a delightful day. Love you. Bye.